So, we've arrived in Pembroke Hospital. Looking at the stats on the top left, I think we could really use a drink.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
Yes, thank you. Am I supposed to go here, I suppose?
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah! It's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. So, he's healthy. That'll only be 500 experience. Mesmerize. To drink the blood of the prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. The mesmerizer level must be equal or higher than the citizen. 1 to 1.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Press A to embrace, or B to release. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but aware there will be consequences. So I suppose here's where we make a choice. How ruthless are we? I am not a merciful man. And if people cross me, I will drink their life's blood. But all this man has done so far is to insult me a tiny bit. And I don't think that qualifies.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Maybe bring him actually back to the hospital then. Clay? Mr. Cox? You don't seem to... Feeling alright?
What? What happened? Whoa, I feel giddy. Did I black out?
Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Alright.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go, but no famished hunter can run for long.
At some point, I will drink. But perhaps I haven't quite sunk that low just yet.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reid. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Well...
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Alright, that'll be it then.
Nurse Crane.
Rest to evolve. I could have, if I had drunk from Mr. Cox, almost 500 XP. It's quite a lot compared to what I have already. But I suspect I'll get a lot more eventually. Particularly if I work to unlock people's blood quality. Hospital full, please go home. Do what we can. Is there anything lovely for me to pick up here? A little bit of glass vial. I'm assuming I will be able to find enough things to work with alchemy and stuff.
Nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did
you?
he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
New hint available.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No, I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Their best as opposed to his best in the subtitles.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Personal question seems a bit forward for now. No hints. Need to be level 5. I suspect a lot of the possible options for drinking will be fairly high mesmerized level. I mean, 6 for Edgar Swansea, for one thing. And then surrounding him would be, I imagine, most of the people around. Clay Cox is here. I could have just drunk him already, but it would have only been 500. I managed to free all his hints. Well, who's to say this man goes undrained in the long run? Dyson Delaney, the drunk guy. And Sean, the priest, with his flock. Only 2 hints for him, but again, Mesmerize 6. I suspect most of these will take a long time to actually properly get an option to drink.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
The cursor is still on screen. Get rid of the cursor. There we go.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Hello? No? Oh, she's moving.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reid, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure most vampires will. Up and up, admit that.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reid. Blood is the only drug I need.
You know, medical checkups like that. And I can try to mesmerize, but I suspect... level 2. Already 1,000, though.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Right.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Citizen investigation is available. Tracking with X, and then locate the area to explore. So, find out. Okay, now it's tracked. Who are you really?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Yeah, alright. Still, though...
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
So, the obvious thing would be, oh, she's just... delusional, but... maybe something to it, and maybe if she believes she's a vampire, maybe other people do so too, and... maybe she's being hunted by the Bruin.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reid. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
How close are you to Miss Howcroft?
Ooh.
Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Huh.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
I think I'll leave it
Goodbye
for now.
Mr. Elwood.
But it's clear that I can find out a lot more information about all the people here, and imagine there will be quite a lot of them.
It's locked.
Damn. The pain.
I should probably go find my office, though. Prevent disease. Careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, spread influenza. Do not cough in public. Can I talk to you now that I know that you bite Mr. Elwood?
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, Why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Yes, yes, of course.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Interesting people here. And I bet you there's got to be a lot of them. What have we got here? This is the way out back? Yeah. Well, we're still going to our office. Let's not forget about that.
Time has lost its effect on me. Suffering continues.
Oh, hello. A hacksaw. That seems rather good. Seems like it can upgrade a lot more than the machete can. That's something. Why does it keep remaining this cursor? Maybe because I have the mouse and controller on at the same time or something.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
It's a rather nice office, I'd say. Wow, papers about vampires. I wonder if Swansea put it there. Or econs. On a few occasions I've seen a vampire move so quickly, almost as if it vanished just to reappear somewhere else. Mesmerism, blood awareness.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I not fix it? Like as soon as I... whatever. Alright, let's analyze the blood sample. A serum for light regeneration. Not bad. Glass vials, ferrous tartrate and sodium hypochlorite solution. Recipes unknown. Right.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Yeah. New things. New days. Or rather, new nights. Right, so what do I actually upgrade here? Bite. I do want to upgrade the bite. Body condition, physical prowess, blood. More capacity, more absorption. These are locked away for now. This is the autophagy, the healing thing. Can that be upgraded? It looks like it can, although it's locked away. Need to be certain levels for that, fair enough. I am curious if any of these might be good. See, the thing is, this shadow damage, which seems nice. This does blood damage, and this is just like physical damage. I think I'll want to upgrade the bite. It goes... oh my, that's quite a lot of extra damage. Oh, that's how I level up, by spending experience, okay. So now I can... that's a total of 150, I imagine. Do I have like anything else I can... life regen? I can upgrade claws as well, although that's a level 8, so maybe not so much. Some gifts from Mother Nature, like claws instead of fingernails. I don't think I want to spend all my experience necessarily, but I might want to pick up Shadow. Oh, it's a full 1,000 though. I really like the bite power though. I'm gonna get next one. That puts me at level 5, right? No, still on level 5. Okay, fair enough. So it's just based on spent XP, but it's not as simple as 1-2-1-2. Defensive blood barrier, coagulation. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless down. And this is the heal. This is just pure regeneration. Seems pretty good. Again, I do like the bite. Okay. Maybe that was a mistake, who knows, but I enjoyed that part of combat, the stun and then drink. Because that'll keep giving me blood so I can spam claws. But again, I'm thinking I might need another damage type. Eventually. That'll do for now though. It's time for sleep.